Star Wars videos keep coming, but that's because the Star Wars trailers keep coming. This time we got a trailer for the sequel to Star Wars Battlefront, which isn't really a sequel at all, to be honest, but we did get a trailer for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now that leak happened about, well, less than a week ago, just before the celebration. And I guess that kind of confirmed that we knew we were getting some information on Battlefront 2. And this is a game that, yeah, it was ultimately a bit disappointing. I still enjoy and play it sometimes. But other than that, it's not really got that much going for it. And it looks like Star Wars Battlefront 2, EA have actually listened to us, because we're getting a fully fledged story that is going to be in the vein of The Force Unleashed. I mean, no, it's not going to be the same as The Force Unleashed in that sense, because, you know, that game isn't actually canon, especially not this one. I mean, you defeat the Emperor and make Luke Skywalker your Sith apprentice, so it's probably not canon, well, in the ultimate ending of the Ultimate Sith Edition. But with Star Wars Battlefront 2, we're actually getting a really, really good story by the looks of it. You play as an Imperial, I guess she is a soldier in the Imperial Army, and you're basically going up to get revenge against the death of the Emperor, which sounds awesome, you know? You actually see in the trailer the Death Star 2 blowing up when they're on Endor, so I guess you probably fight through the Battle of Endor, which will be pretty awesome. I've heard in this campaign you also get to play as Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren, so this definitely takes place between episodes 6 and 7, Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, which is pretty awesome because they've added in characters from all eras, including the prequels as well. There's this one shot in the trailer which is so cool. It's Darth Maul, and you just see Yoda's hand and he pulls out a lightsaber, and it's like, we're getting a lot of characters to fight with this time, because last time the only lightsaber wielding characters we got were Luke and Vader. Both were pretty, I'd say, evenly matched. Luke had the fastness, Vader had the strongness, but I'm hoping we get a lot more, you know, things that actually are the tropes of the characters in this game, because that would be pretty great. So I want to see Yoda face off, you know, against Darth Maul, and I want to see it be like an even battle. Anyone could win this. That would be great. Whereas if it's Luke and Vader, you know, Vader's just going to wreck in the first Battlefront. So yeah, that's what I want to see. And also the story looks like it is going to be really, really good, because I was watching this and I was thinking, we haven't had a Star Wars game like this since The Force Unleashed. We haven't had a story like this, and we haven't actually, movies, games, TV shows, whatever, we haven't really explored what happens between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, and this looks like it's doing just that. End of the trailer, we just see a guy get force choked, and it's like, Darth Vader, is he in this game? I know he died in Return of the Jedi, but maybe that's a Darth Vader online thing. I don't know if you'll get to play as him. It's not been confirmed, because it is Kylo Ren, and he just comes out and like his lightsaber extends, and it's like, we're gonna get to play with that janky ass lightsaber, and that is gonna be so much fun. So I hope it sort of maybe shows us his rise to power, the First Order's rise, because obviously you've got a lot of more planets in this one. You've got Starkiller bases involved. You've got, we saw Tatooine, we saw Hoth, so they're back. So we got a bit of everything from, like it said, from multiple eras. Every era of Star Wars will probably have a part to play. I don't know about like Rogue One. I know they did the DLC for Battlefront, which, yeah, underwhelming. Like most DLC, I didn't really buy most of them, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It looks like this really is going to improve. I hope the lightsaber combat improves, and some of the just ground combat in general improves, but it looks like they're adding space battles, which is going to be so much fun. We got a little bit of it with Death Star, where you could go on the trench run, but it was a bit underwhelming, so I'm hoping we get a lot more with this one. It looks like the air combat as well as the ground combat is going to be entirely improved. You also have the inclusion of the First Order, so you get to play as original and First Order Stormtroopers by the looks of it. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it could be one of the best Star Wars games we've had. It looks like it could be just as good as the original Battlefront 2, which I wish Star Wars Battlefront, the newest Star Wars Battlefront that we've had, actually did, you know, take some notes from that, because what we got was ultimately a game that was fun, but you can't play for too long, and I hope that this Star Wars Battlefront 2, or shall I say, this is probably the first Star Wars Battlefront when you think about how different they're going to be. So it's pretty much a Star Wars Battlefront reboot at this point, or a reboot of a reboot. But It looks like we're getting a very good story that bridges the gap between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens in video game form, which I'm excited for. I feel like that's probably a better way to do it because we can't have too many movies setting up. They've done it in comics, I know, but a lot of them aren't canon now, or a lot of them that are canon wouldn't have explored as much as this game looks like it's going to. And it's just interesting that we're on the Imperial side in this game. I know we did that with Force Unleashed, but it turned out to be a bit different to what we'd expected because you're not really an Imperial for the whole game unless you're playing Ultimate Sith Edition. But no, it looks like this game is going to be very, very interesting. Gives us a lot more than the first one and a lot more than I actually expected. So I am excited for this game. I really want to play it. I can't wait for November. I will be pre-ordering to get that Last Jedi DLC. Maybe I'll even make some gameplay videos. So thank you guys for watching. What do you think of Star Wars Battlefront 2? Do you think it will be, on par with the first one in terms of like not much to do, or do you think it'll be really good like the originals? Let me know what you think. Mostly I'm excited for the campaign as well as the online, but the campaign's what I'm there for. So let me know what you think of Star Wars Battlefront 2 down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.